American Express to start limiting lounge access on their Platinum cards. WestJet and Telus launched their Everyday Rewards partnership, and it's time to start racking up lots of points on your winter hotel stays. All this and more on Rewards Canada's This Week in Rewards for October 17th, 2025. If you're looking to make most of your loyalty programs and credit card rewards, you've come to the right place. This is your weekly dose of loyalty, travel, and credit card happenings in Canada from Canada's leading points and miles resource, Rewards Canada. I'm your host, Patrick, and we're going to start things off this week with credit cards. So it was a relatively quiet week in terms of volume of credit card news, but there was one piece of news that was really big, and that came to us from American Express. They have announced that they are adjusting the airport lounge access benefit on the Consumer Platinum Card and the Business Platinum Card. So these are the cards in Canada that offer the best airport lounge access currently and will continue to do so in through to 2026. And in my mind, even with these changes, they will still be the best cards for lounge access in Canada. But unfortunately, it is some unfortunate news. So let's look and see what is happening to the airport lounge access on the Platinum cards from American Express. So first of all, I'll say that these changes affect the access to Plaza Premium lounges and then lounges that are accessed via the Priority Pass membership that is provided on the Platinum cards. All other lounge access benefits like accessing American Express Centurion lounges, their partnership lounges like the Escape lounges, Delta Sky Clubs, Aspire Executive lounges by Swissport, and other airport lounge partnerships that they have, those are all unaffected, and those will remain with unlimited access through the Platinum cards, even after these other changes take place. So what are these changes? Well, they're gonna institute annual caps for visiting Plaza Premium lounges and the Priority Pass lounges. Each primary card member will get 6 Plaza Premium lounge visits per year and 6 Priority Pass free visit lounge passes per year. This all kicks in January 1st, 2027. And like I said, that's for primary cards. Now, additional or supplementary card holders who currently have also been receiving unlimited access to all lounges, they will receive 2 Plaza Premium lounge visits per year and 2 Priority Pass lounge visits per year. All those start on January 1st, 2027 as well. All other access for supplementary additional cards remains unlimited as well. So your Escape lounges, your Aspire lounges, those type of things, those remain unlimited. So as you can see, it's affecting Plaza Premium and the lounges accessed by Priority Pass. And what are those lounges? Those are the lounges that are pretty much overcrowded all the time now because you have all these different credit cards competing. You have Dragon Pass, you have Priority Pass, all competing to have people buy their memberships or get their memberships through credit cards, and everybody's trying to access these lounges. So in one way, this move is perhaps done in some ways to curb access, but we've also seen this happen with Platinum cards in Europe. They've instituted annual caps as well. So this is kind of I think both an Amex and also a lounge thing happening. I don't know the full details on it. Now those caps can be lifted if you spend $20,000 or more on your Platinum card annually. And that is, probably most Platinum card holders actually do spend that much or more on their cards. The Platinum card is known as kind of a high spender card, not as high as something like the Centurion card, but the people who do get the Platinum card tend to be big spenders. So 20,000 probably not a far thing to reach for those card holders to get it. And once you do spend that 20,000, you will unlock unlimited access. I think Amex was saying you should get it within about a week or so, but it could take a little bit longer after you hit that 20,000 spending mark to unlock the unlimited access for Plaza Premium and Priority Pass lounges. Of course, the main way you have to look at this is that it is bad news. This is going from excellent benefit to a pretty good benefit. I mean, 6 passes for Plaza Premium, 6 passes for Priority Pass, that's not bad. That's pretty decent. And then 2 additional for the supplementary card holders. But it's not that far off from what other cards in the market are offering. So I'm surprised they didn't go a little bit higher, maybe 10 and 10. But again, you can unlock the unlimited access. Plus you have unlimited access to all the other lounges still, right? So depending where you are in the country, for myself being in Calgary, where 2 out of the 3 lounges are Aspire lounges done by Swissport, executive lounges, I'll still have unlimited access to those. There's another Aspire lounge going to be opening in Calgary soon, so that's going to be a 3rd lounge to get through. The 4th lounge, which will be the Priority Pass access, would be the WestJet lounge, and that's a tough lounge to get into anyways. Most of the time it's pretty full, and Priority Pass is kind of at the bottom of the list to get in anyways for that lounge. So if you're in cities like Ottawa and Calgary where, it's Aspire heavy, or maybe you're using like Billy Bishop where it's an Aspire lounge, this has no effect on you. But the big cities where the big amount of lounges are, Vancouver, Toronto, where they have mostly Plaza Premium lounges or Priority Pass Access lounges, this is where the big hits are going to happen. So if you're a big Toronto flyer, Vancouver flyer, and of course, Toronto is Platinum Card Central. That is where the most Platinum Card holders are. So this affects a lot of people there. If you're in Edmonton, of course, it's just Plaza Premiums in Edmonton, so that affects you as well. Winnipeg, same thing. So depending where you are in the country, this may not have any effect on you, but it also affects where you travel too, right? If you're using Plaza Premiums outside the country, Priority Pass lounges outside of the country, that's where you get a little bit more effect on this. Here's what Amex told me though. They said they looked at the numbers, and these changes, these caps, and that $20,000 spending limit affects a single percentage point of cardholders. So somewhere below 10% of cardholders are actually affected by these changes. So what does that mean? That means somewhere below 10% of the cardholders are either not spending $20,000 on their card a year, or are accessing lounges more than that, 12 passes per year type thing, 12 times per year, they're accessing it more than that. So, you have over 90% of cardholders who are either spending $20,000 on the card or are actually accessing lounges less than the number of caps. So it's interesting, with my discussions with Amex to learn this and to find out, that basically they must have ran the numbers and seen how much Platinum cardholders are accessing lounges and what cap limit can they put in where it doesn't affect the most cardholders. And I mean, this seems, of course there's gonna be some cardholders affected. My guess is probably 10 to 15,000 cardholders. I'm guessing there's probably between 100 and 150,000 Platinum cardholders in Canada. I could be totally way off, but just based on what numbers I know of other cards in the market, and this is a $799 card, I'm thinking, we probably have 100,000, 150, 150 at a max, but who knows? I could be totally way off. But as I said, they said it's affecting less than 10% of cardholders. They said it's a single percentage point. I can't tell you if it's 2%, 8%, 9%. All I know is it's a single percentage point. So I would love to hear everybody's feedback below how this affects you. I know some of the people who kind of more game the market and just get this card just for lounge access, that may not be, so ideal. Honestly, a $799 card just for lounge access, I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. You can probably do better with a different card if you're just solely looking for lounge access. The Platinum card, you're getting it for like the international airline program where you get discounts on business class flights. You're getting it for like some of the travel credits, the dining credits. There's many reasons why you get the Platinum card. Of course, lounge access has always been a big one, but it shouldn't never have been a sole reason you get that card was for the lounge access. So now I think it's going to have some people change their minds on what cards they are using if they've had the Platinum card primarily as a lounge access card. But I will say this, knowing what the cards will be offering as of that January 1st, 2027, compared to the rest of the cards in the market, these will still be the best lounge access cards in Canada because you do get that unlimited lounge access to other lounges outside of Plaza Premium and the Priority Pass access. I have an inkling, a feeling that Amex may open more co-branded lounges in Canada. I don't know if we'll see a Centurion lounge in Canada. If we did, it'd be in Toronto, maybe Vancouver, but I just don't know about space. I think space is the biggest thing. But, the trend here with a lot of these lounges is to have somebody like Aspire or Plaza Premium open them up and you slap your name on it, you help fund it and all that type of stuff, like we saw with the Aspire Amex Lounge in Montreal. So I have a feeling we're going to see more of those, and then cardholders should hopefully get more unlimited access in different cities. We'll wait to see. Like I said, there's a new Aspire Lounge opening here in Calgary. We don't know if it's co-branded yet or if it's just going to be Aspire. So let's stay tuned for that. Now, so what are some of the alternative cards you could look at? Like if you're just looking at a credit card for lounge access, there are no other cards that provide unlimited access. I mean, of course, you have like the Aeroplan Infinite Privilege cards that give you unlimited Maple Leaf Lounge access, but that's only in North America. So it's somewhat limiting, like if you're not flying with Air Canada or there's no Maple Leaf Lounge in that city. But it is unlimited access. I guess that's the closest you'll get to truly unlimited access like the Platinum cards have had or will continue to provide for some of the other lounges. So if you're only looking for cards just for lounge access, there's the Sleeping Giant. This is the card I've called for years as a Sleeping Giant. It's the Scotiabank Platinum American Express card. This is a card that needs to be talked about more. I even should be talking about it more. Like I said, I've called it a Sleeping Giant because at $399 per year, you get 10 lounge visits per year with its Priority Pass access. You get no foreign transaction fees, a flat 2% return on all your spending. It's a really decent card, especially for that lounge access, because you get the 10 lounge visits and it's only $3.99. And if you visit more than 10 times, you have that $400 delta between the $7.99 on the Platinum card and this one at $3.99, $400 that you could spend on additional lounge visits if you need it, and you'd probably end up ahead. And then there's other cards out there like the Desjardins Odyssey Visa Infinite Privilege. That one offers 12 visits to the Desjardins lounges in Montreal, and then the 6 overall visit passes with Visa Airport Companion, and that's all the infinite privileges in Canada. Give you 6 passes, so a decent option. And then you also have the Scotiabank Passport Visa Infinite Privilege. That's the only infinite privilege that actually gives you more. They give you 10 passes per year, but that one has a $5.99 annual fee. So again, if you're just going for lounge access, that Scotiabank Platinum Amex is a really good alternative to the Platinum card from Air Express if you don't need all the other benefits, point conversions, hotel elite status, and things like that do come with the Platinum, the actual true Platinum cards from American Express. All right, so that's it for credit cards this week. Let's jump into loyalty and travel news. Again, kind of like credit cards, quiet this week, but the news out there is big. And this week we saw the launch of the WestJet Rewards and Telus Rewards linked loyalty partnership. So with this partnership, you can earn WestJet points on Telus bills. You can redeem WestJet points towards Telus services. You can convert Telus Rewards points into WestJet Rewards points. And there's even additional benefits that you get for linking. So we'll take a quick look at that. So earning WestJet points on your Telus services, once you link your accounts, you can choose to continue to earn Telus Rewards. That's if you were already a Telus Rewards member. So you can continue to choose to earn Telus Rewards points and convert them at a future date to WestJet, or you can choose just to earn WestJet points. If you choose that option on your Telus services, then what they're going to do is basically, add up your total each month of your Telus services and convert whatever the Telus Rewards total would have been into WestJet points, and then move them over to your WestJet Rewards account. Current earn rate on there is something like 0.4 to 0.067 WestJet points, depending on your level with Telus. So it's not a huge earn. This is, very little that you're earning, but you're earning something. So, that's an option. If you choose to transfer Telus Rewards points, that is, you collect your Telus Rewards on your account and then transfer another date. The conversion rate is 10,000 Telus Rewards points to 670 WestJet Rewards points with a minimum redemption rate of 1,000 points. So just another option there. If you don't know yet if you want to be, moving to WestJet, you can continue to collect your Telus Rewards points, and then, at a future date, just convert them over to WestJet, especially if you're looking to boost your balance to get a bit more value out of your WestJet rewards when redeeming towards a flight or vacation package or something like that with WestJet. Then you can also choose to redeem WestJet points for Telus services. I don't really recommend this unless you really have nothing else to use your WestJet points for, because there's a chart which I'll put up on the screen here of your redemption rates, and from that chart, when you work out the math, you're only getting 0.8 cents per WestJet point in terms of value, considering that when you redeem points for flights or extras on your flights, you can get 1 cent per point. That's a 20% difference there in terms of value for your WestJet points. So unless you're not traveling or you have more WestJet points and you know what to do with them, you could consider converting points over to Telus, but otherwise I would just keep them in your WestJet Rewards account. Much more value there. Unless, of course, you need, I know a lot of people these days are struggling with their finances. If you need some help there, to help pay down your bills, you can also look at converting WestJet over to Telus. It's kind of a last attempt, to help yourself out if you can, but if not, save those WestJet Rewards points for your WestJet travels. So when you do link your accounts, you're going to unlock additional benefits like seat selection vouchers. So depending on your Telus Rewards tier, you're going to get some seat selection vouchers. I believe I'm just a one service person with Telus, so I get 1 seat selection voucher. And then also your WestJet Rewards tier will determine some 3-day roaming passes that you get from Telus. You can get 1 to 4 of these passes, 3 days roaming passes, which is great. However, you have to be a Telus Mobility customer. So if you're not with Telus, those passes have no use to you. I've already seen people putting up the codes on Reddit saying, I'm not a Telus customer, here's my passes, somebody else can use them who's with Telus Mobility. I may end up doing the same thing because I'm not with Telus and I do have my roaming passes. Maybe keep an eye out somewhere on Rewards Canada or our socials. Maybe I'll give out those codes that people can use as 3-day roaming passes if you guys are with Telus. So keep an eye out for that. And then I just touch upon that as well. I said I'm a silver member with Telus, so that means I only have 1 service with them. That means I actually don't earn any Telus Rewards points or WestJet Rewards points. You have to have 2 or more services. So if you're not one of those people who has multiple services with Telus, you will not earn, any points with this partnership. I still linked it because there may be like specific, maybe there'll be some targeted offers that come along in the future. But it's also these benefits, I get a seat selection voucher. So something I can use to, maybe save a little money. So it doesn't hurt to link your accounts, even if you are just a teal member in WestJet or just this base silver member in Telus. And that will take us into Rewards Canada's Bonus Blast. So what is the Bonus Blast? That is where we take a look at some of the more notable bonus miles and points offers we have added to Rewards Canada over the past week. Each week we're adding dozens of flight, hotel, car rental, and other bonuses. And this week has some big hotel bonuses. So we're going to start with those. And the first one is the return of a Marriott Bonvoy bonus, a global system-wide offer for them. Yeah, they've had a lot of targeted offers, but they haven't had a system-wide bonus since before summer. So right now, Marriott Bonvoy members can earn 2,025 bonus points on every stay for up to 3 stays during the promotional period. Then you can earn an additional 2,000 points if that stay happens to be at their new Marriott Bonvoy Outdoors collection. So with this offer, you have to register by December 27th. So go register right now. If you haven't registered yet, click the link below. Log into your Marriott account and register, or do it on the app. If the registration link is not working and people have had issues, go into your Marriott account, look into Promotion Central and see if it's there. You can click on register. Typically that works. If not, you may have to call in and have them manually register you. I know some people have to do that, but do know this is a global system-wide offer, so this is open to all Marriott Bonvoy members. And as we value Marriott Bonvoy points at 1 cent each, that's like getting a $20, 25-cent rebate on each stay. Now, depending what you redeem for, you can get more value. And if you end up redeeming for less than 1 cent per point, then you get a little less value than that. Of course, pay for your Marriott stays with the Marriott Bonvoy American Express card or the Bonvoy Business American Express card, because you're going to earn 5 additional Marriott Bonvoy points per Canadian dollar spent. And don't forget that if you have registered for that Amex offers offer, where if you spend $500 at participating Marriott Bonvoy hotels in Canada, Mexico, and the US, you can get a $100 statement credit. That offer only goes until November 13th. So there's not a huge time period to stack both offers, since the bonus points promotion actually launches on October 28th. So you only have like 16 days to complete a $500 Marriott stay to get $100 back and also get your bonus points. But just know that you can stack those offers. And then we go into the next big bonus points offer for the winter, and that is from Accor Hotels, who brought back their America's bonus. This is the one we see a couple times per year. You can earn 2 times all rewards points on stays at Fairmont and Accor Hotels in Canada, the US, Panama, Mexico, Caribbean, and also in Brazil. I believe Brazil is only like the Fairmont Rio de Janeiro. It could be wrong, but that's last time. It was the only hotel in Brazil that was participating. So this is valid on stays of 2 or more nights. You'll earn it 2 times points. And same thing here, you need to register. So go register now so you don't forget. And it's valid for stays until March 31st, 2026, but you have to register by January 15th, 2026. So when you earn 2 times points, that's like getting a 10% return on your spending. Of course, here in Canada, we have Fairmont hotels in most major cities and places like Banff and Lake Louise. That's the biggest Accor brand in Canada, but we also have Novotel and Sofitel hotels in Quebec and Ontario. Plus you have the Hotel Belmont in Vancouver. We're getting one more in Banff, the Rimrock Hotel, the Rimrock Resort. However, I don't know if that will be Accor participating by the time this offer ends, but it should be by next summer. And they typically run this 2 times points offer in the summer. Plus you should be able to earn 4 times points at the Rimrock once it joins Accor Hotels as part of their new hotels promotion. And then we have an Air Miles flash offer. This is for redeeming miles, and this is only for this weekend. I'm recording this October 17th, and this only runs until October 19th. So it's like a flash offer redemption event. If you redeem 500 or more Dream Miles, so that's for travel, entertainment, merchandise, by October 19th, you're going to get 200 bonus miles back. So that's a pretty decent return if you only redeem 500. And if you're redeeming cash miles, you can get 25 miles. If you redeem 95 miles, and I think you can do that twice, you can earn a total of 50 bonus miles when you redeem a total of 190 Air Miles. And then the last bonus offer we'll look at is another buy points bonus from Air Canada. It's almost like they're constant now from Air Canada. This newest one is a 90% bonus, or up to. It depends. People are getting targeted with 75% or 90%. I received 90%. So when you buy 4,000 or more Aeroplan points, you can receive a bonus. I mean, it's a tiered offer. So like for me, 40% bonus on 4,000 points. If I get to 20,000 points, it's a 60% bonus. Once I'm at 70,000 more points, it's a 90% bonus. This offer is good until October 29th. If you're buying with a 90% bonus, that works out to 1.97 cents per point in Canadian dollars, but that's before GST, HST. You take into account GST, HST, and you're looking at 2.07 cents or more per point. As always with any buy points offers, you don't just buy them just for the sake of buying them with a bonus. If you have a redemption in mind, or you have found a reward where you can get more value out of the point than what you pay. So in this case, I'm saying 2.3 cents. If you can redeem at 2.3 cents per point or higher, then it makes sense to buy points because you're going to be getting a discount based on the cash price of the ticket. If it's below that 2.3 cents, if it's between 2.07, 2.3, it's really your call. It's not going to be a huge difference in terms of discounting, but if you do want to save a few dollars, you still could. But just know that buying points isn't, something you just go out and do. It's if you have a redemption in mind, you found a reward that has value, or if you just need to top off, if you're very close to a reward and it's a great value reward and it's like, I need an extra 10,000 points for it, then you can go buy points. Of course, you won't get the 90%, but that can get you to that reward and you're getting that value from that. Of course, we have seen bigger bonuses from Air Canada. We've seen 100% or higher with Air Canada with certain bonuses in the past. So again, that's why you don't buy right now, because there's always a chance you could get a better offer on points if you don't need to buy those points right now. Remember to always check out our bonus offers section before you book any travel, hotels, flights, car rentals, you name it. It's at rewardscanada.ca/bonuses.html. Every day, Canadians are leaving thousands of points and miles and dollars on the table by not taking advantage of these bonus offers when they just go book direct. So come to Rewards Canada, find your bonus, and then book, and you're going to be earning more miles, more points, and more rewards. A quick reminder that you will find links to all the topics covered in today's video in the description below. And if you did like today's video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel if you don't do so yet, hit that notification bell so you're notified when we do post new videos, share the video with friends, family, co-workers, anybody who you think can benefit from the topics we cover, and leave us a comment below, whether it's a question, a correction, clarification, or if you just want to say hi. We do our best to respond to all the comments. And that's all she wrote for this week. Be sure to check out rewardscanada.ca and or our socials on a daily basis, because there are things that we post that do not make it into this video. And if it's a short-term offer, like a flash offer that's only 1 or 2 days long, it will not make it into our roundup newsletter on Fridays. That is the Rewards Canada News newsletter, where we do round up everything that is still valid. And then on Saturdays is the Rewards Canada Bonus Bulletin. And that is where we do list all of the bonus miles and points offers we have posted for the week on that website. Those are your ticket to earning more miles, more points, so that you can redeem for more rewards. Thank you everybody for tuning in this week. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.